Hello everyone, welcome to another Long Drive live stream. Let's continue here. Okay, is this... Yep, it's working. This is where we stopped last time at this crossroads intersection here. So we'll just keep going down the path with the poles as usual. Oh, no, oh. Okay, first rock. Just tapped that rock. Wasn't too bad. Okay, looks like we've got a weird terrain glitch here. Yeah, we sure do. The road turns super thin. Alright, so we'll just follow along. And, it seems like it's okay to touch the glitched road, that's alright. I do wonder why this happens. It seems very, very strange. Have those weird, not sure how to call it actually, but when the road stretches a little bit, and it shouldn't. Welcome to the stream, Ants. Hope you're going well. Sorry it's a bit late. Welcome to the stream, one and only user. Hope you're going well. Congrats on the watch streak, by the way. Congratulations. Okay, we have an intersection here. It's one of these cursed ones. Not the most cursed we've seen, but still not great. Let's see if there's anything worth stealing in the building. A lot of boxes. And says, I was about to go to bed, but I'll stay up a bit longer. Don't stay up for me. There's always the VODs if you want to watch the streams after the fact. And I know I haven't been great about streaming early, but I'll try my best. Talking with us is the fun part. Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. I mean, hell, that's why I stream in the first place. Talking with all of you. Anything we need from here? I might take some headlights. I've got a full set. Tomorrow I'm planning on doing some Voices of the Void since it's been a while since I've last played that game. I think that could be fun. It seems like the radio resets now. Like every time you load the save, it resets to a default station. get the custom station. And the neon synth guy is weird. Really? What, we're like 6-7 minutes in? Come on, ants. Thought you were better than that, but I was mistaken apparently. I'm doing alright, user. Sorry I missed your message there. Hope you're going well as well. I shouldn't have. I mean, do we really know each other? That's a very, like, loaded question, actually. Fun fact, this is the original recording of Land Down Under. By the same band and everything. And it was a B-side. To, I think, Key Punch Operator was the A-side of the record. Oh, little lag there. We can only judge with our words on the internet, which is both a blessing and the fact that the nature of the internet is mostly that you can only judge based off of someone's words. The curse is that you can also only judge someone because of their words. Yeah, true. But even like in the real world, does anyone really know each other? Could be that everyone just puts on facades for everyone, you know? Everyone puts a mask on in public. It's part of the social order. Different customs for different regions. You have to act a different way in terms of social communication and physically for survival. Yeah. Oh, this is a... yeah. We're getting deep early this time. Discussions about human behavior and philosophy. Feels like it's the sort of topic that has the ability to get very depressing very quickly, you know? That's why I'm trying to lighten the mood with memes. Fair enough. Anything can get depressing really fast, if we're being honest. Ooh, jalopy music. Nice. I believe this is the instrumental version. Yeah, it is. Drive a Leica, share a Leica. You know, I think one of the most common Trabant paint jobs in this game is the jalopy Leica paint job. Green with a red passenger door. I know I've driven a few like that. Also, you know what's funny in that game? You can hold 3 objects while driving the car. Like for extra storage, I guess. Which is kind of interesting. Man, I need to play that game again. Have either of you ever seen me play that? It's been ages. You might not have been here. That might be something we do tomorrow. It's not a very long game, so we might do it and then do some Voices of the Void. It's so good. It's a shame there's no updates anymore, but still, it's such a good game. Jalopy. It's kind of like this game, but you only get one car, and it's more story-based, and it's not randomly generated. Intersection here, cut the corner. Jalopy 1000 marks speedrun when? Yeah, I've streamed it in the past, but it was like years ago now. At least 2 years since I last played it. It used to be one of the games I played the most, but it kinda got old. Oh man, I'm super nostalgic. I sort of want to play it now, but I'm committed to Long Drive for most of this stream. Maybe one day. You like the one song from it that I remember that you showed me? I mean, that song that was just playing, well, the one that just ended. That was from Jalopy. In fact, quite a bit of the music on the radio is from Jalopy because I imported a whole bunch. Because it's so good. Planning on attempting another My Summer Car speedrun sometime, but that might be in a few days. Maybe I'll do a long stream. But to be fair, a My Summer Car stream is usually quite long by default. Lots of milk. Milk isn't really useful in this game unless you are playing with Hunger and Thirst on, so I don't really bother with it. Ah, yes, that one. That's one of the best songs in that game, I reckon. It's on the radio as well, although you can't choose which songs play on the radio in this game. They play randomly from the file or the folder. Oh, I forgot. Need to find another white wall because we're driving on one mismatched tire at the moment. You love that song? It's plain and nice. Yeah, it's very relaxing. If I want to play Jalopy right now, Yuzu would be down to watch it. I think we'll do it tomorrow. Jalopy isn't a super long game, so I might do it tomorrow, and then we'll do some Voices of the Void or My Summer Car tomorrow as well. I love the third-person mode in this game. I wish more driving games had such a customizable third-person mode. Before GTA 6. I'm not reading the rest of that message. A lot of things have happened before GTA 6. Such as the PS5 pretty much reaching the end of its life. If there are no rabbits in this update, then where does the milk come from? Well, there are bats in this update, and bats are also mammals, so... One game. I don't know why. I bought a PS5 with no games to buy. I don't know what's going on. My monitor is dying. The lava cam's frozen. Are we okay? Hang on. I think the power supply has started to... Test, test, test. Oh, sorry. Loud. Okay, I think we're back. Yeah, guess what happened? My monitor has just died. And it thinks it's still connected though, so I'm trying to drag the game from one monitor to the other. Okay, there we go. Yep, rest in peace. Okay, we still here? Ants, thank you for sticking around. I think we are good. Yep. Okay, let's continue. My audio is broken. Hang on. Immediately hits a rock. Okay, we're back. We're back. I think I know what's happened. All those years of using a 65 watt power supply for a 90 watt monitor have finally caught up with me. Just pulled an obscure reference to a French Minecraft series from 2015, based on a Muppet sketch. Huh. Well, it's good that it's working again. Man, I've never streamed while facing this direction before. It's kind of weird. Anyways, basically, what was going on, I think, is this... sorry. I use two of the same model of monitor, an Apple Cinema display. I think it's a first generation one. Yeah, first gen. And these monitors have a separate power supply, like a brick that you plug them into. But there's both 65 watt versions and 90 watt versions. because they made smaller displays which used the 65 watt version and larger displays which used the 90 watt version. And I have two 90 watt screens, like monitors, but only one 90 watt power supply and one 65 watt power supply. So all these years I've been running my right monitor, which is the secondary one, off the 65 watt power supply, and I've never had any trouble. But I think it's finally caught up with me and might have kicked the bucket. Hopefully I can just replace it with a 90 watt power supply and get all functionality back, you know? But for now we're stuck with just one monitor. Rest in peace, computer. Oh, the PC's fine. It's just this monitor's power supply, I believe. The stream shall continue. Still a funny meme to me, at least. It's very neat how there are those super local kind of memes. Obscure inside jokes, yep. Headlights on. We'll probably just try and sleep through the night, actually. I sent you the playlist to the series, but it's in French. Ah. Yeah, probably not worth it then. I wouldn't be able to understand a word. Okay, let's check this place out. Hopefully they have a nice tire for us. I mean, they're not nice, but they'll do. We'll just take this one and polish it up. Okay. Perfect, perfect. And because it's always good to have a spare, we will take this too. And we'll stick it on the back, like that. Looking good, looking good. Yeah, that power supply is getting warm. I bet that's the problem. Anne says, anyway, I'm sleepy, time for bed for me. No worries, Ants, thank you for stopping by. Hope you enjoyed the stream. I'll see you later sometime, hopefully. Oop. Bit of a bounce there. Feels like another quiet stream. Just kind of nice. Hope you're all having a good afternoon or night or morning or whatever it is for you. Oh, damn it. Man, what kind of crash was that? Not too bad to recover from, that's nice. Ready to go again? Missing 2 of the 4 headlights, though I kind of feel like we were already. We started out the stream with a full set, didn't we? Yeah, we did. Anyways, headlights aren't super difficult to find. Speaking of which... and we will swipe a gauge from here as well. Yeah, this one. Rev counter. This car's really quite good with this engine. This is the petrol Golf engine, by the way. Spin out. Whoops. I think having all of the tires the same size makes spin-outs more common, so I might try putting smaller ones on the front again. We'll see how that goes. I think we've actually got some in the back here. Let's get these. Yeah, we do. Wrench these out. Man, it can be such a pain. There we go. What the hell's happening there? Huh. Okay, there we go. Kinda confusing. Right, a lot of wind audio, so I gotta keep talking over it. Also, I've got a few questions. For those of you who are still watching, would you prefer some music in the background, or is just the way things are at the moment okay? I think I might put some music in the background, or at least have the radio on again. It's hard to reach things in the back of the boot here. There we go. It's in there properly. See if we can get this one in. Or at least glitched into the basket. Oh wait, nope. That's... Okay, that's good enough. The car's carrying it. That's good enough for me. No worries, user. That's perfectly fine. I'm not talking much either, to be honest. I always have trouble starting conversations and things. Like dealing with people are, fair enough. Damn, I think I started too late today again. There's no one here. Well, not literally no one, but close to no one. We'll keep going though. Sorry about the yawn. Something just got launched out. What was that? Oh, a number plate. Yeah, these things really don't like to attach to stuff anymore, it seems. There we go. Hopefully that stays in place. Oh yeah, sorry about the lava cam. Sunset again. You know what, it's been a while since I've driven through a night in this game, we might do that. Good morning, Rootman, welcome to the stream. Hope you're going well. Oh, spin out. Seems like any tap of the brakes causes a spin out now. It's not like anything has changed. It's very, very curious. I'm doing alright, thanks. Not the best, but pretty good. Jolly good. Loving how bright these headlights are. I mean, I guess having 3 of them helps. There's that weird sound again. Well, I say again, it's the first time we've heard it in ages, but again, in the sense that we've heard it before in the past, in a previous stream. Still wonder what the lore behind that is. What animal is that supposed to be? You know? Oh. Okay, avoided a spin out there, that's good. Kinda wonder what the next biome will be, actually. Oh. My guess is probably grass biome, since we don't seem to be heading uphill. And, yeah, winter biomes only really happen up in the mountains, you know? Which makes sense. A little bit of a spin out there, though it wasn't a full 360 degrees, so does it really count? I think the day-night cycle is actually kind of strange in this game. Can't remember for sure, but doesn't the sun rise at like 3 o'clock or something? Guess we'll find out. It's been a while since I've driven through the night and had a clock in the car, so we'll be able to see. Not reading that one out. Probably could, but I won't. You have to read them all, it's the stream rule. It's the unwritten law. I do read most of them. Like, the vast majority. Sorry for the yawn again. Not sure why I'm so tired. I don't feel tired, I'm just yawning a lot. That ever happened to anyone else? Maybe because I'm sitting in one place too long. I need one of those standing desks. In the game, the in-game nighttime is alluring me. You know, actually, that's something to consider. I reckon this game has, like, one of the least comfortable beds in a video game. Like, least comfortable looking. Next time we find one, we'll see, but I reckon it's one of the least comfortable beds in a video game. This place probably wouldn't have one. We'll check. MTL. Sun's rising. Yeah. No one here. Government standard issue post-Soviet satellite state bed. This game wouldn't even be post-Soviet. It's set in the 80s. One game that makes you tired is Elite Dangerous. Dangerous. Doing the star jumps just makes you so tired. Well, they got that very realistic. Doing star jumps in real life will also make you tired, so props to the devs there. And I know because of that one stream where I did like 200 of them or something. Got another intersection. 4-way. Still kind of strange for a 4-way intersection, but at least it's only 4-way rather than 7. I wonder what the record is in this game. Has anybody found a 10-way intersection yet? I'm sure in this version there's some absolutely busted seeds out there. Rootman says, it's an awesome game, not played it in ages. Landed on a planet about 2 years ago and couldn't work out how to take off. That's, like, that's the space game experience, isn't it? That's bound to happen. Okay. Ooh, nice looking rim there. Very nice rim. You know what, we'll leave that open slightly so it's a bit more realistic. We don't have that tire clipping through the boot lid. Oh yes, I need to give these things to Carhol. I'll make a save of the car. I'll send him the save, then he can use them on his camper build. I kind of want to get back into doing elaborate pallet constructions in this game. Though I know it can get very glitchy very quick in this version, so maybe I'll wait for the full release. Oh, rock. Oh. Take your eyes off the road for 1 second and look what happens. Okay. There we go. Get back in. Nice. Oh, the engine's gone. Get that back in. Because it says AFK. No worries, user. What do we have here? We have a Plymouth with a number plate ACO, AKO. In terms of actual items, there's not much. You know what could be fun, but also kind of torturous? A collect one of every item challenge in this game. Not including car body shells, of course, because those are kind of impossible to bring with you. We're at 76 kilometers traveled this stream. I mean, that's the difference flat ground makes, really. It's been ages since we've had a terrain this flat. Oh, damn it. Now imagine how many more kilometers we could do if I didn't end up slamming into every rock on site. Insight. No. Oh. Come on, attach. There we go. Right, good as new. As soon as the bloodstain's gone. Perfect. Sometimes I feel like crashes should have some more consequence to them in this game, like an engine braking or something, but at the same time, if that were to happen, I would be kind of screwed, because I crash a lot. As I'm sure you're all aware. Sorry I'm not talking much, there's just not much to talk about at the moment. Oh, it's one of those spiraling streams, I think, where I don't really say anything, so no one really chats anything, so I don't really say anything, and then it just goes on and on and on. It happens. Bridge building coming up, I think we'll skip that. I need to check the oil, actually. What's the oil looking like? 2.3 liters. Probably a good idea to top that up. Oh wow, it's a glitched building. It's got another one on the inside, look at that. Ruman asks, are there any new buildings in this update? No. But they are kind of planning for them, I believe. Like in the future. Yep. It's another mess. And yeah, look how uncomfortable these beds look. No pillow, no nothing. Yeah, look at this. So strange. It's like surrealist almost. Random dog. Whoops, wrong way. Yeah, I'm kind of hoping we get, like an apartment building or something in the future. That'd be kind of cool. It'd fit with the theme as well, you know? Like a huge Soviet apartment block. No Christmas update either, I see. Bring the snowmen back. Well, a Christmas update isn't out of the question. Could happen. Does feel unlikely though, but I'm still holding out hope, you know? They are probably working more on bug fixes and stuff, I'd imagine, at the moment. Does this go straight in? Yep, it goes straight in. Does it? It might just go around. Whoa. It goes right through this edge here. It's kind of nice how the road, well, not really nice, but interesting how the road generates without any care of what's in front of it. Like, it'll go right through buildings sometimes. Buildings, maces, anything? One sec. Right, I'm back. Sorry about that. Okay, any headlights needed? Nope, all good. We'll read the number plates out as usual though. FZP and MOG. MOG. That's like a slang term, isn't it? For something? I don't know. OMG is what? Oh yeah, OMG is slang, yeah. Like SMS slang. Okay, we're coming up on 100. We might wrap things up when we get to 100. Since it hasn't been a terribly interesting stream in the end. Hope it was still somewhat enjoyable though. I had fun playing the game. Yeah, do you reckon earlier or later streams would be better? Which one would be more convenient? Because I feel like earlier might be, but at the same time, a lot of people in the UK wouldn't be able to watch if I stream earlier. Roman says, for me, well, later, as it's in my morning. Okay, we might keep going then. I don't really have anything planned for this afternoon, so we can keep going. Roman says, as my sleeping pattern is so random, any time is good for me. That's fair enough. Bit of a slide there. And I was wrong about the biome. We're not in a grass biome. We're in a grayish one. So there is a grass one coming up, and technically this does kind of qualify because it's a transition between a desert biome and a grass biome. That's when you get this grey surface. Does this look grey to everyone else? It looks grey to me. To some people I think it's brown though. Guess it depends on your monitor and how you perceive colors. Alright, we'll stop here. We'll have a quick look around. One sec. Road is grey, but the mud is brown. Huh. To me, these both look like shades of grey to me. Maybe it's my monitor. I always thought this was like a volcanic ash biome because of how grey it is. I mean, we can fly, and back here it looks more grey than it does up here. Over there it's green, but yeah, it's kind of does look like we're heading into a grass biome though, so yeah, kind of right. Sorry for the the bit of cheating there. I don't think there's anything we need. A bit of fuel, we'll take that. Need to keep an eye out for oil, because that is getting quite low. Yeah, 2.2 liters. Ooh. Got clipped by that tree branch there. Whoops. The odometer reset. That's weird. Oh, did I fly? Oh, it's because I flew away from the car and came back. It reset for some reason. That's very odd, actually. Just remembered it's probably a good idea to make a save because we have not saved yet this stream. We're at 1,167. Not bad at all. Should we check the house out? Yeah, why not? Why not? Ground's glitchy around it, as usual. There's not even a car. It's funny how the ground gets glitchy around large buildings now. Wonder why that is. Whoops. Will admit I'm kind of texting and driving at the moment. Don't do that in real life, people. Yeah, that's what happens. You hit random rocks. Everyone knows if you're gonna text and drive, you need to be drunk. Yeah, because counteracts the effects. If you do two bad things at once, it makes a positive thing. It's exactly how it works. If you want to really up your game, you can try shaving or applying makeup while texting as well. And driving. All three at once. Looks like we're heading west again. Or not. Hi there, Richie Zoom. Welcome to the stream. How you going? Hope you're going well. Oh, we've got another house here. Any cars? Yes, a Trabant and a Golf.
Hello, Moto.
Shaz, welcome to the stream. And Allback, wow, everyone's showing up. Hope you're all going well. Yeah, wow. Thank you all for being here. KRY, Kuri, and DTU, Dutu. I think that's how you'd pronounce those. I mean, it varies. It's been an okay stream. We've done some driving as usual, and yeah, that's about it. Had a few crashes here and there. Found some new tires, which is nice, and oh yeah, one of my monitors died. That's an interesting story. So I said this earlier, but basically, I've got two monitors. Allback says, been playing on the multiplayer a little. Been fun. Much more fun than before. Yeah, I've heard about that. In fact, I've tried it actually. It's much more stable, which is very nice. The rewrite really helped. No, both are LCD monitors. They are Apple Cinema displays, first generation. And how these things work is they connect to their own proprietary power supply to receive power from the wall, which of course they do. They're Apple things. But here's the thing, Apple made two different power supplies. They made 65 watt power supplies for the smaller version, and 95 watt power supplies, well not 95, just 90 watt. 90 watt power supplies for the larger ones, and the larger ones are what I have, but one of the power supplies I was using was a 65 watt one, so I had this monitor that was trying to pull I had this monitor that was trying to pull 90 watts out of a 65 watt power supply, and I think it's finally caught up with me and kicked the bucket. The monitor's probably fine. It's more a matter of getting a proper power supply for it at long last. Trust me, Shaz, if I could use CRTs for this, I would love to, but any PC CRT that can handle the resolutions I need is far too expensive, because they're very late and very rare and collectible and worth lots of money. Yes, I've heard of Technology Connections. It's one of my favorite YouTube channels, honestly. I love it. I think I found it like through recommendations ages ago, and then you reminded me of it, and then I went back and started watching it again. But yeah, it's amazing. SZC. Sizk. Yeah, very good host on that channel. Don't need water. Yes, I've seen the lava lamp video. I was kind of tempted to try and make my own lava lamp after that, but didn't go terribly well. Allback says, would you want to play multiplayer tonight or not? Maybe. Oh, I think we're stuck on this rock. Free. Nice. Actually, yeah, we might do some long drive multiplayer tomorrow if that's okay with you. Actually, wait, no, I've got Voices of the Void and Jalopy scheduled for tomorrow. Man, it's hard. Like says, we were playing with two people in the States on shoddy internet, and it was stable. The host had worse internet than I was used to. It's kind of interesting how, in a lot of the US, especially rural areas, there's only one internet provider, and they charge through the nose for awful service, because they're the only provider. It's wild. I'm pretty sure we have a similar problem in some parts of Australia, actually. His internet was worse than yours a few weeks ago. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The whole of the United States are like that. I mean, at least you have choices in the like more popular areas of the country, like populated. Olbeck says Comcast. Had a friend who had it and he just yeah. Oh yep, ads. Sorry about that. Ripman says, the rule seems to be the colder the country, the better internet you get. Is that true? I mean, maybe it's just because European countries are often colder than countries closer to the equator, and because European countries are much smaller, it's easier for them to get things wired up nicely. I will admit we have a pretty decent connection here in Australia, or at least I do. I do live in a fairly large city though. Japan has really good internet too. Yeah, that's true. So does a lot of China, I think. In fact, a lot of Asian countries have good internet service. DXK, Bigsk, and Age, AIG, Age. New Zealand's internet connection is okay. It's definitely not the worst. It's just our connection to the rest of the world is bad. Yeah. This is part of the reason why I don't stream at more than 720p. Because most of my viewers only watch at like 480 or less. Everyone says China has a great net, but F all on it. I mean, F all for people like us. China's a country with like over 1 billion people. I'm sure there's quite a bit on there. They've got their own social media sites, that sort of stuff. Their own party-approved Wikipedia clone, that sort of thing. Alright, we're gonna take a shortcut across this rock field here. A short cross. No, I've been streaming for quite a while when my words start mixing together like that. Holbach says, speaking of streaming long time, next speedrun when? I'm planning on doing a My Summer Car speedrun maybe the day after tomorrow. We'll see how that turns out though. Shaz says, I liked Technology Connections episode on smoke alarms. That was actually very educational, yeah. I gotta admit, until watching that, I thought all smoke alarms were still radiation based. Yeah, most of them aren't nowadays. Oop. Right into a rock. His one on the stupid little blue fridge made me laugh. Oh yeah, those I can't remember the name of the technology now. It's like I didn't even watch the video, but thermoelectric cooling or something. Where instead of a normal refrigeration system, it just uses electricity heat exchanging materials to cool down, and it produces more heat than it cools or something, and it's super inefficient. It uses more power than a full-size fridge. Yeah, I've got one of those actually. Hang on, let me show you that. This will be... Oh. I was going to show you that, but I just remembered the lava cam's all balked. Let's see if I can fix that. Let's see, does this work? Can I... Deactivate, activate. Yes, there we go. Yeah, turn the lava lamps off. Shaz says, it's okay to have, but not use 24/7. I mean, if you have one of those mini fridges and you have like a full-size fridge, why would you not just use the better giant fridge? Hang on, let me show you mine. It's just a shelf queen, really. I mean, hell, not even that. It doesn't look very good. Here it is. There's the inside. I tried to install a light ages ago, but that didn't really work. And it's designed to cool, like, yeah, 1 can of soda. And it doesn't do that very well. Runs off USB, though. Yeah, it's even worse than the blue thing, yeah. Runs on USB. I think I put a warm can of soft drink in there ages ago. And I plugged it in. And it didn't even cool it in the slightest. And then I just never bothered with it again. Can you blame me? There's got to be a word for that. Something that's technically a marvel of modern technology, but also absolutely useless. There's probably a German word for that, actually. They have words for every little thing. To be fair, so does English in many cases. What if, and hear me out, put the PC into it, and plug the fridge into a PC, into the PC? I mean... people have done that for full-size fridges. That's how they've called their motherboards. Doesn't work very well, though. Peltier. That's what it's called, says Shaz. Ruben says, yeah, isn't that called Made in China? Well, that's a bit of a generalization because China actually makes some good stuff. I mean, a lot of it is just land waste, essentially, like that free little fridge, but a lot of the stuff they make is actually good. My phone was made in China. Jazz says, forgot to cut it at the time. Okay. Let's check this out. Ah, yes, this is the technology connections thing. Oh, that's the name of the technology.
The Peltier these are named for.
Peltier, yeah. I thought that was the name of a marvelous but useless piece of technology. Roma says, do they make good things? They must keep that stuff for themselves. I think they keep most of the not great stuff for themselves and then sell all the good stuff so they can make more money. I mean, that's also very much a generalization. This stuff is garbage? Yeah, that... I can't even remember where that fridge came from. It might have been like a free giveaway at some point. Yes. Point is, China makes some good stuff. They make a lot of terrible stuff as well. But hey, that's just capitalism. If people are gonna buy it, then they're gonna make it. You think what Technology Connections had is better than what I have? Yeah, for sure. Mine runs off USB and it barely even gets cold. Yeah, and it's got no insulation either. I think I was considering adding insulation to it at some point, but it's really not worth it. You know what's kind of sad? Those things are getting manufactured and discarded, like, en masse, while perfectly good fridges get thrown away for small problems, like real fridges. I believe the most common issue with a full-size refrigerator or even a like a bar-size mini fridge is the door seals. The door seals just crumble on these things nowadays. And often it's hard to find replacements. UYS. And we're getting so many hard to pronounce ones today, yeah. And circuit board failure. In my opinion, a fridge shouldn't need anything more complicated than a motor, thermostat, and a bunch of switches and maybe a light bulb. Our old fridge, we had to replace the circuit board, I think twice, and we gave up and replaced it. Yeah. My grandparents have a Mitsubishi fridge from the, I think, late 1970s, maybe early 80s. It's got wood paneling, and it's still working just fine. It's never had any problems. Good morning, penguins. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're going well. But yeah, here's a fridge trick for you, and this is something I learned from Technology Connections, is, yeah, fill as much space in the fridge as possible. Like, fill empty bottles with water and put those in there until there's as little free space as possible. Because that way, it doesn't need to spend as much time cooling itself, because it can cool all that stuff down, and then that stuff acts as a sort of a bank of coldness. Yeah, don't overfill it though. Just fill it to the recommended capacity. Because if you have a fridge that's like almost entirely empty, then it's going to be chugging away, keeping all that air cold. Penguins wants us to travel through the night. Okay, we shall do that. Hope you're going well, penguins. Stuff years ago was made to be fixed, and the freezer. put newspaper in it if it's mostly empty. Oh, here's another tip for the freezer. If it's mostly empty, you can fill old milk bottles with water and put them in there and let it freeze them. And that way, if the power goes out, it'll sort of become like an esky or an icebox. It'll keep stuff cold for longer. That's a clever life hack. Jazz says, yep, absolutely correct. Man, this game can be really spooky at night, but also very serene, you know? Yeah, Penguins, hope you're going well. Oh, you're doing okay? Thanks for 5:15 AM. Oh, it's that early in the UK. Well, I'll be going for quite a bit longer, so... Look at this. That's one hell of a glitch. Rock generating inside a house. I wonder what the weirdest terrain generation bug to ever occur in this game is. There was a guy who found that the starter house generated entirely in a mesa. I love that little tune, and yep, we are in a rock minefield, so very applicable to the situation. Penguin says, well, you know who the starter house rock was with? Me. You found that? I forgot who found that. But if it's you, then congratulations. Yeah, we were talking about a refrigeration. And cheap, horrible, nasty, tiny refrigerators that use more power than a full-size one. Which is an interesting topic of conversation. Oh, and you know what that reminds me of? Remember when the current generation Xbox came out? And people said, oh, it looks like a mini fridge, haha. And then Microsoft tried to pull they're not laughing at me, they're laughing with me, and released an actual mini fridge that looked like the Xbox. Yeah, that was terrible, that fridge. It used the exact same effect as these cheaper USB ones do. And yeah, absolutely horrible. Barely gets cold. I mean, I don't own one, but this is just from many reviews I remember reading when it first came out. Oh, wow. That was a Mesa jump scare there. Just popped into the field of vision. Yep, nothing in here we need. I have ghosts, welcome to the stream. Hope you're going well. I love the tumbleweed effect now. How it sort of shatters a bit. Let's remove that cacti. Any others? Nope, think we're okay. I do need more oil though, that is kind of urgent. There's a little bit. Better than nothing. You still remember the PlayStation 5 being compared to Wi-Fi routers? Yeah, Wi-Fi routers, electric heaters, all sorts of things. I'm not really a console player. I didn't buy any of the current gen ones, but I still think that this is one of the worst console generations in a long time. It kind of seems like they're all trying to make themselves PCs, but worse. So people are just moving to PC. Chaz says PS3 and OG Wii is my oldest. Hardly ever play them anymore. Yeah. I've got kind of a collection of older consoles, like original Xbox, Wii, GameCube, that sort of thing, and I hardly ever play them either. Because nowadays, pretty much anything you can get on a console, you can get on PC. Officially or unofficially, shall we say. Alright, there's the road. Looks like the sun's coming up. Sure is. And sunrises and sunsets in this game are very cool. Ryan says, I got all RG PlayStations. You have all the PlayStation models? That's kinda neat. Shaz says, I have OG Nintendo's NES, SNES, N64. Still don't play them pretty much, but love having them when I want to. That was my childhood. That's understandable. Yeah, it's kind of funny because as shady as as shady and unethical as Nintendo is nowadays, they're kind of the only one that has the right idea with consoles. Because they're actually making unique novelty sort of stuff that you can't get on other platforms. Roman says, I have all the PlayStations but the 5. I have all the PlayStations but the 3 and the 5. ZKO, Zuko. And yeah, they can't change anything about the old systems and games. Yeah, they can't take it away with an update or anything. I've been trying to find another original Xbox, but they're really expensive now in Australia, like almost more expensive than any other console from that generation here for some reason. I have no idea why that is. XMB. Like a PS2 here is, what, 20 bucks? But original Xbox is easily 100 plus. I think the GameCube and Dreamcast are actually more expensive than that, though. They all broke. I mean, even the broken ones, people are trying to sell them for like $150 for a pair of 2 broken ones. It's wild, man. Penguin says, Saika got the PS5 for her birthday on Saturday. She's very happy with it. I mean, yeah, console gaming will always have its place for some people, but it seems like the majority of people that would have played on consoles in the past now play on PC for most things. Eunice McGee, welcome to the stream. Hope you're going well. Well, even 40 years ago, it's ours forever to be exactly the same as it was 30 years ago. That is the nice thing. Also, you know what's kind of sad? I feel like new console designs are slightly uninspired, especially from PlayStation and Xbox. Mickey says, POV early Le Mans look be like it. I think this is a far less prestigious. Far less prestigious. Nice little jump there, though. But yes, if anybody has a dead original Xbox they want to sell, let me know. Preferably within Australia. You should check out early Le Mans and the shitboxes they're racing with. I mean, state of the art for the time, I'm sure. Though agreed, early car racing in general is pretty funny. Shaz says, as a developer though, it would suck having to spend all kinds of money on discs or cartridges going out, then having to reproduce them and sell them. And only new people will probably have to buy them. No one wants to buy the updated version. That would have been rough. Which is why indie devs didn't exist back then. I mean, they did exist, but the operation was much smaller and there was much less chance of going mainstream. "24 Hour of Lemons." At the same time, the decline of discs and cartridges also means it's far easier for a company to just take software that you paid for away. So, oh yeah, you are only renting it from us. Gambler 500. Pirating Yar. Shaz says, oh look at GTA, something got banned because of content. Well, it still exists. If you have the copy, they can't get rid of it. And that was back in the day. That is also true. It is kind of troubling how games releases buggy messes, and then they say, oh yeah, we'll fix it later, and then they may or may not fix it later. I mean, that's fine for an indie game when you know what you're getting into. When it's a AAA studio, and they've spent 5 years on a game, and it releases as a borderline unplayable mess, then you kind of wonder where all that effort went. Answer? To perfecting the background telemetry. Which pretty much everything has nowadays. Now we can just download to fix things in updates. That is true. But at the same time, a lot of times there wasn't really need for updates in games. Because they'd usually do their due diligence and they'd check everything. And then make sure it was at least playable. Of course there are exceptions to that. There's all manner of awful retro games out there. That was a big thing with GTA, actually, I remember. Okay. Gotta check for more oil. Actually, wait, no. We filled the oil tank, didn't we? Sure did. Huh. Check for more fuel then. Water and oil. Shaz says, like my summer car, they update something, even nothing wrong, well, you can never go back. Well, you can go back, just not officially. Same with this game. Yar har fiddle-dee-dee, being a pirate is alright to be. Download what you want because piracy's free. You are a pirate. Oh, missed the turn there. Thank you for the follow, Yidis Mickey. Hello, Stephanie from Lazy Town. That was. Although the lyric at the end there was of my own creation. Download what you want because piracy's free. I kind of am. It's not that I've watched any of it recently, it's just childhood memories, you know? And that song was kind of a meme. Well, not kind of, it definitely is. Shaz says, my little brother, when he was like 5 to 6, loved that show. I think it was on our, like, our public television station here. Like the government ran one. The ABC. Used to bug your little brother by getting it stuck in his head. Oh. We've got another Roadrunner road here. Right into a wall. Gonna have to go around. Oh, sharp turn. On a cursed 5-way intersection. Okay. It's funny how we've been through like 2 desert biomes this stream. Started out in one, then entered a grass biome, went all the way through that, and now we're in another desert. Little shortcut here. Because it looks, yeah, fairly free from rocks. There's a few here and there. I do kind of wonder if the road still ends at 5,000 kilometers. Oh! Oh! Oh, that was... Hang on, are we okay? I think we're alright. Did this... I think this pallet absorbed all of the kinetic energy somehow. And the car is unharmed. Very strange. One Ball, welcome to the stream. Hope you're going well. I'm doing alright personally. The stream's been, well, the drive's been going okay. One of my monitors died, but that should be not too much of an issue to get going again. Just need to get a new power supply, most likely. Oop. I'm on the ladder. Is that kind of a different texture? I think it is. Maybe it's just the lighting. Oh. I get the feeling that one day they're gonna make these power lines lethal if you touch them. So I guess we can play some ultimate limbo if we want. Yep. At the moment they're safe, we can just walk right through them, but wouldn't put it past the devs to change that in the future. One Bell says, that's still a bummer. I've been addicted to Baldur's Gate 3 all week. Just picked it up on sale and put like 60 hours into it. Wow. You've been streaming it or just playing it offline? Zoom. Wow, right into another mesa, wow. Gonna have to go, right, nope, it curves away at the last second. Like right back in the opposite direction. It's kind of nice how random the road is now. Wemble says, just offline. I'll stream my next playthrough though. Wasn't sure if it would be safe for Twitch, but it has a streamer mode. Awesome. I'll have to see if I can catch that. I've been, yeah, not been able to dedicate much time to watching other streams recently, but something I'd like to get back into. Because heaven knows I'm probably never going to play that sort of game. It'll be fun to watch you play it. It's another crossroads. Not really, it's more of just a three-way intersection. You know, it'd be hilarious if this game gets roundabouts at some point. Because players of Long Drive would definitely judge each other for how well they take roundabouts. You just know it. Oh, I think a headlight fell out there. A roundabout would be great, yeah. Gotta follow the traffic laws. Next there'll be speed limits. Actually, a fun fact, in my country, even though there's no signs, this road would have a speed limit of, I think, 100 kilometers an hour. Yeah. Rural roads without signs are like 100 kilometers an hour, I think, if they're paved. I think, though, don't quote me on that, it might have changed. Wimble says, I think it's 55 miles per hour here without signs. I know it changes based on whether it's a rural or in a town or city. I think in a town it's 60 kilometers an hour. What would that be? That'd be like 30 miles an hour, 20, something like that. I'm not good with the conversions. Ryan says it's 60 miles per hour here. That's the UK, right? I kind of expected it to be less in the UK, actually. 100 k's is 60 miles per hour. Ah, yes. Well, roughly. The UK has a lot of, like, tiny, winding, rural roads, doesn't it? 60 seems quite high for those. I mean, that's just the default, though. A lot of them probably would have slower limits. I know South Australia is trying to change some suburbs to 40 kilometers an hour, down from 60 or 50, to try and reduce accidents. Oh wow, long grass, haven't seen that in ages. Roman says, and you're heading at each other doing 60 miles an hour, oh that'd be scary. Wumble says, I used to be better with kilometers, haha, I did live in a country that used it for 2 years. Yeah, I suppose it's just a matter of what you're used to, though. If you're using miles on a day-by-day basis, that's what you grow accustomed to. And I use kilometers on a day-by-day basis, so that's what I'm used to. I know in some countries the cars have both measurements on them. I think in the UK because most of Europe uses kilometers, and because it's easier to get to Europe from the UK. Oh. I'm not actually sure when Australia started using kilometers. I believe it was in the 70s. Or maybe the 60s. But yeah, there's a lot of like vintage cars here that still have speedometers in miles. Well, not a lot. Tiny minority on the roads nowadays, but classic cars and stuff. Wobble says, I could never get used to buying gasoline by the litre. It always threw me off. Yeah. A gallon is like a lot more than a liter as well. It's close to 4 liters, isn't it, if I remember correctly? Got diesel there. Oil. We'll take a can full of oil actually and put that in the back just in case we need it. Good to have for emergencies. Can put it right next to the can full of milk which exists in this game now for some reason. Because why not? I actually think it's kind of cool that this game has speedometers that read in kilometers an hour and miles an hour. So you have the option. Some cars spawn with only kilometers, some cars spawn with only miles, and some cars spawn with either. Nice slide there. I haven't got my headlights still on. Whoops. Oh, high beams as well. Yeah, that's not great. Right, 76 kilometers since the last save, I believe. So yeah, we're gonna end up doing like 200 kilometers this stream. That's not bad at all. Oh! Oh! Rock jump scare. One ball says, when I lived in Bahrain, the max speed limit for the entire island was 100 kilometers an hour. In most of Australia, the speed limit is a maximum of 100 kilometers an hour. There are some areas where it's 110 or 120 though. And I believe until recently there were some areas where there were no speed limits at all. Like Autobahn type stuff in the Northern Territory. Though those might have been changed to 120 now actually. And very flat today. I've had almost no mountains at all. It's kind of weird, really. You see them off in the distance, but the road steers away from them. It's a randomly generated world, so there's not really much rhyme or reason to it, but I do kind of like mountains in this game. They're kind of pretty, you know? Right, we'll cut across here, since it looks nice and flat and clear. It looks like there might be tall grass ahead, maybe, maybe not. Nope, just rocks. Try and dodge these. Bit of a curve there. Oh. One Bolt says this looks like it would be extra hard to speedrun now. One Bolt, you are 100% correct. No one has attempted a speedrun on this version of the game yet because it's not valid, it's still in beta. But yeah, it would be horrendously hard. Depending on the seed actually, but yeah. Chances are it would be horrendously hard, no matter what. When it gets fully released though, we might do an attempt in multiplayer. Just to see how difficult it really is. Because actually some speedruns would be easier in this version. Like Mesa Percent, where you get to one of those as fast as possible, because they can spawn much closer to the starter house now. Much, much closer. So close the house can spawn inside of one actually, and that causes glitches. Oh. I think that tree sent us sideways. Easier recovery though, not bad at all. I kind of wish there was a station wagon version of this car in the game. I know there's a mod for it, but mods don't work on this build because yeah, it's in beta. Alright, headlights on. Didn't lose any. Nice, nice. we will probably sleep through this night. Yeah. Just to be safe, turn the headlights off. The devs have said they want to add batteries at some point in the future, so keeping that in mind and getting into the habit of turning the headlights off when I sleep. I kind of hope they add the ability to push start cars as well. That'd be convenient. Do you imagine hitting a rock and just seeing your battery fly off into oblivion? Your battery, your alternator, your starter motor. Hang on, that's just my summer car. I don't actually believe those parts can fall off in my summer car unless you don't bolt them down right. Wumble says, I have never felt more dumb than trying to build a car in that game. Well, I think the vast majority of the people who play that game, me included, experienced that. I required a lot of help from people who'd already played the game in the past, who most likely required help from people who'd also already played the game before them. It's like knowledge being passed down through generations. Oh, look at Trabant. I've always thought Trabants are pretty cute. Cuter than Beetles, in my opinion. Okay, we have a house here. It's got a van. Otto. OTW. Don't need anything from it. Oop. Oh, I'm sorry. Just sneezed then. Oh yeah, ads in a minute, by the way, if they haven't started yet. Wemble says, can't wait until that shady landlord repair game comes out. Ah, yeah. Low budget repairs. I hope that game has a multiplayer. That'd be so funny. Oh. That's a lot of rolls. Let's get that bootlet back and, oh, there's a diner over there. We'll visit that diner and we'll, pinch some headlights from whatever car spawns. If any. Oh. Oh, that wooden plank has gotten itself attached to the car. Whoops. Not too hard to resolve though. Right, any vehicles? Any vehicles? No? Nope, no cars. Weird. Usually there's at least one. Unlucky this time. We do have some spare headlights in the car with us if we need them though. Oh yeah, any raid suggestions? Does anyone have any raid suggestions? Because we'll probably want to wrap things up within the next half hour, so if there's any channels you'd like me to raid, let me know. Otherwise we'll probably just pick one at random from whoever's online. Shrimp socks, okay. If Shrimp socks is still on by the time we end the stream, then yeah, I'll be sure to raid him. The coin game is dope. I've got that. I played it like once and then never touched it again for some reason. I'll have to revisit it and find out why I never touched it again. Might have just not been my thing. Civ, S-I-V, Civ. Well, yeah, probably time for a save. It's been 109 kilometers since the last one. 109.6 to be exact. There we go. And we are at 1,273 kilometers. If you can see there. Yep. Not bad at all. That's over 200 kilometers traveled this stream. Pretty good. We'll take another shortcut here. This is a very classic long drive tactic. Driving in straight lines when the road bends. Though the rocks kind of make this harder. Sorry if I'm not talking much. Been kind of focused on avoiding these rocks. Shortcut across that road. And yeah, we're heading into a mountainous desert biome. That's kind of nice. Been a while since we've seen one of those. I think that's the biome this save actually started us out in. Can't quite remember though. Yeah, I think they changed the terrain generation system, which can make it so there's either tons of rocks or almost none. But there's very little in between now, so yeah. It's curious, very curious. Yep, look at this. The road's on a sort of like a hill again. Now it's heading down into a tiny valley. maybe not. Very, very interesting terrain. Though we have seen more interesting. Oh, didn't manage to cut the engine in time before sleeping. Eudes McGee says, funny thing I read today. Yeah, go ahead. And Wumble asks, does this game use Unity as its engine? Yes, it sure does. The Hawk Twa girl is going to jail. Ah, yeah, I heard a bit about that. I never really followed the story or anything. But I think, yeah, this girl did a street interview, like was on a street interview, somehow became viral from that, then started a scam cryptocurrency. Yeah, and now could be or maybe is going to jail. Crazy world. Behind bars. Yeah, I never really understood that meme. I heard people referencing it, but yeah, I never really followed it or anything. SPV, SPV. Oh yeah, something else. Didn't they supposedly catch the guy who, shot the healthcare CEO? Speeve. Yeah. I do wonder if it's the actual guy, or if they just realized they weren't able to find the real one, so they grabbed a random person who kind of looked the same, planted evidence, and was like, yep, we caught him. God knows American cops have done more unethical things. Yet how many people did the CEO kill? True. He had a 3D printed gun and some fake IDs. But it seems strange he'd be walking around with the murder weapon 3 days later. Eudes McKee says, LOL, did you even see the CIA official statement? I did not. Yeah, it seems very, very unlikely to me that he's the actual guy. And every picture looks different, yeah. You know what's really strange to me? No one seems to wear like a face paint or anything for crimes. Like, cover your face in blue face paint. Not crime advice. Don't go committing crimes, but I just think it's strange that people don't take measures like that. I mean, I guess most criminals aren't the smartest bunch, but this guy definitely planned it. The CIA was accused of being involved in a multinational drug trade. And they said, we have investigated ourselves and found ourselves to be innocent. Oh, as usual. As usual. Also, didn't they quite literally admit to it in the past? Only if it's a cool crime. Yes. For Twitch TOS reasons, I do not condone any crimes. Do not commit crimes. Yeah. Did know about that. It's pretty wild. But is it really that unexpected? Can we get off this mesa? It's gotta be a way down. They actually made 300-page long documents. They made a 300-page long document report of it, and actually sacrificing a few agents in a few continents, exposing them. Womble says, I mean, there's a reason I'm not a cop anymore. That shit is corrupt as hell. Like they say, there are no good cops because they all quit. Or get fired. Wow, this is very topical for one of my streams. I usually don't talk about this sort of stuff. Mostly because I'm out of the loop on most of the internet trends. That's also something that happens. Four years in two different departments and it's all the same. Oh. Well, there go two headlights again. Still got four though, that's good enough. I can't believe this is nearly a 3-hour stream. Recently in Indonesia, a police detective, lieutenant, was shot in the face after finding out that his superior Colonel was involved in a crime organization. Oh. That is probably more common than you think. Incidents like that. Looks like we've got another road leading directly into a mesa. We sure do. I think this is the most, like, Roadrunner one yet. Just goes straight in, not even on an angle or anything. Look at that. Ridiculous. Well, time to go around the mountain. You've reached the end of the game. To progress, you've got to paint a tunnel on the wall and drive through it. Check this out. And that's pretty cool. Gonna get down though, because it might go off the edge. A tunnel on a wall would be the funniest ending for this game. Just slam right into it. Yep. That would be pretty hilarious. Hang on, I think this is a different road. Yeah. There must be an intersection inside the massive rock. 5,000 kilometers already? Nah. We're only, I think 1,200. Oops, spin out. Yep, there's the road up ahead. Legit thought the end of the road was just gonna be the end of the map and you're just gonna fall through it. I think a lot of people had that impression, but nope. Spoilers, but the road just ends. No fanfare or nothing, it just ends, at least in the previous version. This is the beta, so there might be some sort of actual ending. Wouldn't count on it though. Okay, here we go. That's where it emerges. Let's see. This is a pretty amazing formation. Yep, check that out. Oh, we have a spam bot. Problem solved. Sketchy link of the day. How to get your banking details stolen in one easy step. I'm using the gasoline Volkswagen Golf engine at the moment. Looks like that. pretty good, especially in these sort of smaller cars. Yep, they're pretty powerful. In fact, one of the most powerful engines in the game, I believe. You wonder how many people fall for that? Like, buying viewers seems counterproductive. Like, very counterproductive. I mean, yeah, enough to keep the bots going. Whoa. Bit of a weird flip there. Okay. Lights on. Probably wrap things up soon, actually. Oh. Yeah, this seems like a good place to save. What are we at now? Oh, wait, no, wrong one. 303 kilometers. Wow, pretty good. Well, I think we'll raid Shrimp Socks, which was Gamma Penguin's suggestion. If they're still online. Yep, they are. Right, we'll raid Shrimp Shocks, who's playing the coin game. Eudes McGee says, the Indonesian parliament have started to live stream their meetings for more transparency. Apparently no one cared and they are viewporting each other to reach viewer targets. Oh. That's funny and sad. Right. Hope you all enjoyed this stream. Be sure to check back here around the same time, maybe a bit earlier or later tomorrow for some My Summer Car Speed running, or maybe some Jalopy regular gameplay. Hope you all enjoyed. Stick around for the raid if you want to, and yeah. Thank you to Eudes McKee for the follow, and I'll see you all later.